Good morning, everybody, and this is your Forex Day trade setups for today. So yesterday was pretty much nothing on the go. Oscillators have grouped back to the upside. So the question is this trend going to continue now? Are we settling down and starting to move to the downside? You're not going to see it on the 8-hour, and you may see it on the hour. But the big thing for me at the moment on the hour is moving averages have all crossed over now, and we have kind of found some support of 112,561. Look at the oscillators at the moment. For me, that gap is still an issue. So I would expect us to close that gap and then potentially continue the trend to the downside. But we're going to have to wait for breakouts. At the moment, for me, the breakout is down here, 112,561. So until we kind of break below this, that would give me the confidence that we are starting to move to the downside. At the moment, it does look like a potential bottom. And potential bottom basically means that we could get a reversal back to the upside. So if I come back to the 8-hour, you'll see it's been a pretty strong trend to the downside. We're in quite a strong area of support as well. You can see by all the support lines. So yeah, to me, it's a wait and see game. Not really interested in jumping into this just yet. It's still a 50-50 call. We do have a break above a double bottom here, which will more than likely target this area up here. So I think that's still the target to the upside. But just looking at the trend on the 8-hour, it's not something that I want to be playing. I don't want to be going against that trend. So we'll wait and see. US dollar, Japanese yen, very much sideways. We're back in the range. No reason to be looking for anything at the moment. Oscillators group to downside, off a level, off the 155. But yesterday, you can see yesterday was range bar up. So it's a pin bar, range bar, then a bit of a green bar. Then we're getting a bit of retracement. Same scenario here. We've got a gap to the downside. So there it is there. And that has not been closed. So it wouldn't surprise me to see this current 1-hour trend just continue. The big question is how far. So I would expect us to come back down into the gap area of 113,070. And after that, try figure it out. But if you look at the price action yesterday, there's no clear trend. It is sideways. So sideways means stay away from it. And that's exactly what I'm doing. British pound, Japanese yen. So big meltdown, consolidation again. All Forex pairs are going to be doing this. All markets are going to be doing this. In actual fact, you can see sideways price action. Something I'm not interested in. The gap did close, though. They have closed the gap on this bar. So the gap is finished. So what you'd be looking for now from a 1-hour perspective is to see, let me just get that level. Let's see what happens in this range. Break the upside of range and retest. You've got another gap to the upside to chase, and then break to the downside and retest. Then that is going to open up a pretty big can of worms, because then I suspect we're probably going to be heading, I just want to get the right levels, into that space there, which is 149,890, and probably 150 is going to hold up price. But if you look at the bigger picture, there is bottom of range down here at 149,150. So that would be my first guess. But all intents and purposes, this is sideways. I'm not interested in trading sideways market, so we will stay out of that one as well. Euro British pound. We had a gap down, but then we had a bit of an engulfing bar. We are below the 155, and this has been the overall trend for this pair is down. So I'd be looking at this area. This is a fairly interesting spot to be looking for a continuation to the downside. No, it doesn't look like it on the hour, but what you're going to be looking for is fractional breaks. And at the moment, the only fractional break you've potentially got is that trend line. So there's a fractional there, and there's one forming right up here. A break and retest of that would then obviously open up the move to the downside. And that's down here at 0.84339. And we also have a gap lower down from Friday. So that's also still on the cards as well. Then you've got this trend line, which is the 155 EMA, where you'd expect price to find some support. So mixed signals on all Forex pairs. And it's exactly the confusion that's in the market. Everybody panicked started putting travel bans in and quarantines and all sorts of things. And the harm to the economies around the globe is massive when they start doing that, specifically in things like the tourism industry. But at the next layer is politicians jump in and start making stupid comments without scientific backing, and that just makes it worse. So until all this settles and the dust is clear, it's going to be very volatile. It's going to be up and down. So just sit quietly. If you're not prepared to chew your nails off and watch a trade go, up 100 points, down 100 points in a blink of an eye, just leave it alone and we'll wait for better structure. Anyway, that's kind of what I'm doing. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.